目とまぶる
What is going on, you guys? It's your guy, Senpai Out, and today we are going to knock out a pretty good number of the different tier level bosses in the Revisiting Hell dungeon, starting off with tier 4. And a couple of days ago when I first summoned for little Miss Kim Kaplan here, this little badass that literally stole all my rubies like a thief in the night from me, apparently I collected a whole lot of souls, you guys, or souls slash memories in particular, the important synth item, into obtaining, a monstrous multicolored team to each one of their respective elements. So let's build up a few of those monstrosities and take them into, once again, the Revisiting Hell dungeon and climb. Everybody ready? Come on, let's go. Alrighty guys, hope you all brought some mountain climbing shoes because we are going to ascend this mountain, starting with tier 4. This is what my green team is looking like. And Falsarochi, he is, as you saw, not awakened, so he's just going to be an additional unit that's completely worthless, because after a while, after you get to about tier 3-ish, then if the character isn't awakened, they're worthless. And I found out whenever I was cruising through tier 4 also, obviously, that character will be benefited greatly from literally every level of the new experience capsules that we can grind out through the awakening quests. Well, these right here, where they give you an X amount for every clear and an X amount if you wanted to auto clear depending on your level. It's a sliding scale comparison, so obviously the higher the level, the more capsules you will obtain. But fast characters that could spam skills, like for instance Gonets. I usually like to go between a skill 1 and a skill 3 after I use his awaken ability, because the skill 1 hits anyone on the stage and skill 3 gives hyper armor. So whenever you're fighting those little robots, they won't really mess with you too much as long as you have super or hyper armor. Now we're up to the next boss. Let's see who it is. First attempt, Saber. I wonder how he got that name. Could it be the giant meat cleaver he has in his hands, trying to dig into Mr. Gonets' face with it? But I'm not going to give him that opportunity, and that giant sword might as well be a lightning rod for Gonets, because all you're going to get is wind, rain, thunder, and lightning from the king. So, Mrs. Crimson, who I know is a dude, but you are forever Mrs. Crimson, goddammit. Okay, let's just finish up. Okay, so Saber has a comboing skill that holds you into place, which is interesting to know. Let's bring the King of Thunder himself, Mr. Gonets, back out to finish up. Alrighty, you guys, that was tier 4 boss Saber. Let's keep climbing. We all ready? Awesome, let's go. See what the rewards are. Okay, so for tier 4 you get 15 caps. Not bad. Alright, you guys, tier 5. Let's keep going. So a lot of people thought it was wasteful that I spent the rubies and a little bit of money to obtain Lady Kim, but in reality, were all those memories for all these awakened characters really wasted? Well, some were, and IRL currency is still a very coveted thing by most, including myself, but people say they felt bad for me for that pull video. I did for myself for half a second, but then I realized that it's all part of the game, you guys, and it was a blast putting it together. Of course, I wish that the video wasn't like almost 50 minutes, but of course that would just mean that I pulled the character quicker, so of course I wish that it wasn't that long. But y'all suffered through it, so I put the fully max showcase out of Lady Kim Kaplan out yesterday, and today I put all those beautiful memories into use. So I dumped them all into my characters as far as I could, and I'm just climbing today, you guys. Told you, got my mountain shoes on. Trying to ascend this mountain. Trying to get to the top of Olympus right now. If I remember correctly, there were like 50 or 60 levels. Okay, next boss. Pyro. I'm guessing you have fire attacks, if I had to guess. Let me dump these actives and use this tier 5. And hopefully my wings will be ready after this. Trying to buy a little bit extra time while stopping the clock. 30 seconds. Got way too much time. Let's switch. There we go. Alright, come on, Terry. Big money, Mr. Bogard. Come on. Bust what it is right now. Buster Wolf. What you know about it? Plus that, I found out obviously also special abilities that give a boost to attack from actives, like say for instance Mukai's leadership, which gives a 40 or 50% damage increase to active skills, is amazing, especially if you break your wings out, because that's ridiculous amounts of extra damage. Okay, but that was tier 5. Once again, a cakewalk. Let's keep going. Who's ready for tier 6? Okay, you guys. Time to keep on keeping on. Tier 6, boss stage. And they messed up. They gave me the purple team to work with. Now, unfortunately, Lady Kim will be useless for this fight because she is unawakened. But Baseball Vanessa is one of the greats. Because, once again, all of her actives have a cancel feature, even if you use basic attacks. So, with a 1 second cooldown time, she is godly. Not only that, but I also have Nameless up to 2-star, right about meow. So, Vanessa's just going to be my damage sponge. She's going to take out as many units as possible, waste her own time on the clock, and then whenever I feel like I just want to stop goofing off, I'm just going to switch to Nameless and wreck face on everybody, which I could break him out now and I probably would already be at the boss, but it takes some of the fun out of living, you guys. And I like to enjoy as much time as possible. Well, take my time with life sometimes because it's way too fast-paced. So why can't you live life slow every now and then and stop and enjoy what's around you? And what's around Miss Vanessa right now is just a sea of death, despair, and mayhem. Oh, okay. So this is one of the little mid-bosses that's actually giving me a little bit of an extra time frame to defeat. How interesting. Once again, all the characters are getting substantially stronger in every tier. Pay very close attention to the recommended awakening level, because if you made it this far, you probably know that already by now and it's just repetitious information. But if you're newer or in the lower tiers, say 3 or 4 or below, let's go Nameless route right now, pay very close attention when I say, please pay attention to the tier level. Alright, death. How appropriate. Let's give him what his name implies. Muerte. Let's give him some death. Death is what you want. Death is what you shall acquire. Gloves coming off. No glove, no love. I feel like a couple of people have told me that before over the course of my life. No talking about your personal life, senpai. People don't want to hear that. Oh shit. People are starting to get to know me. Maybe they do kind of want to hear about my personal life. That's not gonna happen unless something amazing like catches me in this game where I could just show something off or just let y'all know of something amazing that's a little bit on the personal note. But let's get back to giving death some death. How does that sound? He is actually a stronger individual than I thought. Usually Nameless tears through baddies like tissue paper, but they're actually, death is actually making me, well, not exactly try, but actually stand and pay attention a little bit. Let's finish it in a glorious way. Tier 3 card plus, they gave Nameless the dragonfly wings, not the fire wings. I'm just happy you didn't get the little fairy wings, the one that Orochi has. Not very godly status, sir. You're supposed to be a big, strong god, and you have little fairy wings floating around. But then again, I'm biased against hating Orochi. So, let's go to the next one. Okay, now the fun begins. Or does it stop? Or does it continue? I guess we're gonna find out in Tier 7. I already know the answer. I do, because I fought my way up here. And they gave me my worst team. I know it's a very strong team. Mukai Awaken level 6, Zero Awaken level 6, Free to Play Rock Awaken level 4. But this is my weakest elemental representative of blue. Or, of all the elements, blue is my weakest build team. And you see it's actually pretty damn strong with all the characters being awakened, 2 of them being Fess units. But if they were to go against my red team or my purple team, it would be a joke. Or my yellow team. My weakest 2 elements right now that I need to focus on, once again, are green and blue. Now, I have all the amenities to build those 2 elements up, except I want to try to get by with a minimum amount as possible. I could have probably got both Zero and Mukai up to well, I don't have an extra memory for Mukai, or for Zero, so I couldn't awaken him a second time, but I could definitely awaken Mukai if I wanted to throw a bunch of Tier 1 capsules into him. But, or Tier 2 capsules, I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. There are so many other better Fess units to be had. The only way I would do that is if it was a serious roadblock on a stage within this dungeon, somewhere that's just jamming me up and I already tried so many times. Maybe it'll be this one against Beast, because this is once again the first run against him. So, we'll find out. Oh, God, he melted half of my health in that one hit. Clever boy. You are a sneaky one, sir. Let me do my little wall juggle. And I love Zero's second skill because it has guard break on it, just like Lady Kim's second skill. But I guess on that subject, Lady Kim is a Hydra. Mark my words. She has some of the great abilities from 3 different characters. She has guard break and reset like Zero's skill 2, and it's her skill 2 as well, and it resets both of their skill 1s. So she's like Zero in that aspect. And it has, once again, guard break on her skill 2. She has, if she blocks, she gains super armor for 4 seconds and mitigates, like, I think 50% of the damage. But the whole blocking in a super armor, that's off of Terry's core. So that's another character. And the final character is Lady Big, that she's catered after, to where if she gets hit, about 6 seconds later, she has a Reflect Petrify, while Lady Big has a Reflect Stun after she gets hit about 6 seconds later, which is awesome, because if you don't know that and you're not versed with a character, it will sneak you, causing a massive opening, and they could just dump active skills into super moves. So Lady Kim is extremely dangerous, and let's finish this. I was talking about how this would be difficult, and I can even go into side banter and still do okay. So, leveling up the characters in the new Awaken system, plus stones, are very important. Let's keep going. Okay, you guys. Tier 8. Boss fight. The Golden Goddess. I don't know who you are, but you have to die. And they goofed up bad. They gave me my red team. Omega Rugal, you'll be useless because you're only level 4 awakening. But Lady Big, you're level 10 second tier awakening. Mr. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, you're a level 7. So, yeah, they messed up. They gave me one of my strongest teams. To say the least. But let's just go through most of the fight with the rock. And if you ever play time attack, you're very familiar with this next bunch of movesets that I'm about to do to just destroy the clock. Or to freeze the clock, I should say, because we don't want the clock to keep on running, because that is the enemy. It's a race against time, Mr. Johnson. Lay down the Johnson on him. That's it. Crushionate everything. People's elbow coming up. I fear not man or beast. I don't care if you're a robot or a goddamn lion. I will turn you into applesauce, boy. Alright, so. Oh, Lord. He is who I spent that purple invitation ticket that I sent the other day on, because he's just worth it. The Rock is, in my opinion, and I'm sure in most others, don't freeze me up, you bastard super, right now. Cluster them all together. He's the best throwing character. Obviously, he is. And his skill 1, I love the super armor flying elbow strike skill to, close the distance. And it moves forward a lot. Okay, that was quick to get up to Little Miss Thing. What is your name? Katana? Windy? Windy Katana. Alrighty. Let's introduce you to the pavement real quick. 3-tier. And what I like about the Sam Show 3 tiers and the WWE 3 tiers, and usually it takes a lot of characters 5 tiers, but they all have a reeling effect. Meaning, if you hit a lower level enemy with it, it will reel in all the other lower enemies. Now, if you hit a mid boss or a real boss with it, oh, okay, you have a Go Nuts Tornado, and well, I guess your Wind Affinity. But whenever you I lost my train of thought. She threw me off when she hit me with that goddamn hurricane. I apologize, you guys. Let's just finish her up. Like, not even trying. Lady Big is just too much right now. Jesus. And defense characters are the way to go, especially if you have the Mr. Big or Kaya's set, just because that will give you the biggest stat that you could get. Because think about it. Every time you use capsules, it massively increases attack and defense, right? Well, if they give you something that's 40 or 50% based off of defense, and they're already a defense type, and you have other things, building that up, let's finish her up, then obviously that will give you your greatest stat gain boost. So that's why, in my opinion, I think they've been coming out with a lot of defense types also, because they're just phenomenal in this. But I feel like I'm going around in circles, constantly running through these different dungeons layer after layer, tier after tier. I feel like one of those little wind-up dolls, one of those little monkeys that you wind them up and they start dancing for everybody. But y'all love when I dance for y'all.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And oh my, I like your style. You make me wanna cry. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. So they say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, eh. And when you're done, I'll make you do it all again. I said, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hands, my dear, and look me in my eyes. Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. But you just beg to see dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'm back to do be that again. They say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, 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 oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it that again. Oh, oh, oh. Say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it that again. They say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, 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 oh. I never seen anybody do the things you do before. They say, move for me, move for me, move for me, hey. And when you're done, I'll make you do it that again.
Let's converse. Is that what you said? Alright, let's talk for a second. So you guys, as y'all saw, after that glorious before that glorious GMV, all y'all need is a massive amount of capsules and make sure that you have a rounded team. Pay very close attention to the tier recommendation level. If you have a fest unit, you could get away with a few levels under the recommendation. And I could I could probably make it to around, I want to say, tier 11-ish, hopefully, with the resources and characters I currently have. But that's going to have to wait until another video, because I don't want a repeat of the Kim Cap 1, a little Kim Cap 1 summoning video where it was like close to an hour. So I'm going to end it on this note, you guys. Thank y'all for tuning into my content once again, both my newer subscribers and especially the ones that have been with me forever and a day is what it seems. Because literally, in the past 2 videos, I've gotten about 100 new subscribers. I remember when it took me about a month to get that many. But this channel is always growing, so I'm always going to be growing right alongside you guys and putting together premium, top-notch quality content. That way, even if y'all don't have a character for a showcase, or if you do have a character that I do a showcase on, y'all will learn more from it. My pull videos, always 100,000% exciting because I go until I meet my mark and get what I am gunning for. And just the tutorial how-to videos and the ooh and ah videos, like this one for instance. Now y'all know what different tier boss elements to expect on their respective tiers. So, once again, I'm glad that y'all have enjoyed it. This has been your guy, Senpai Out, and I'll see y'all soon. Love you all from the bottom of my goddamn black withered heart. See y'all next time. Later.